Good morning, all. We have just completed our discussion about the Battle of Plassey. Okay, so English East India Company, they came here for trade, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, it was a trading concern, mercantile, okay, a business enterprise that would try to buy the materials at a cheaper rate, and they will sell at a higher rate. Okay, so the main aim of this mercantile trading companies is to make profit, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. And they set up their factory in Bengal on the banks of River Hooghly, and they just started to fortify their settlement, and they have got a farman. What is farman? A royal order. Okay, Aurangzeb, he issued a farman. According to that farman, British East India Company can trade without paying tax to the local government. Okay, it was duty free to for them. Okay, and you know, children, but the British officials, they were greedy, and okay, but the British officials, they were greedy, and they were exporting the goods, okay, without paying duty to the local government. Okay, and even the officials, those who were carrying on private trade, they also they were accepted to pay the taxes. Okay, but they were not ready to pay the taxes. That means that made enormous loss to the Bengal Nawabs. Okay, so after the death of Aurangzeb, Bengal Nawabs, they asserted political power. Okay, they became powerful and they asserted political power, and they formed or their independent kingdom. And Sirajuddaula. Okay, then Murshid Quli Khan, he was the Nawab of Bengal, and he was succeeded by Ali Wordi Khan. And Ali Wordi Khan, he was succeeded by Sirajuddaula. Okay, Sirajuddaula. And
He which dynasty?
it's not a dynasty, Nawabs. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so the Nawabs, they were very strong and powerful. They were not ready to tolerate the British East India Company. Okay, they were not ready to tolerate British East India Company. So they denied companies privileges and rights. Okay, that means they refused to grant the concessions. Okay, they were not ready to give any concession to British East India Company, and also they demanded large tribute. That means they demanded tax for the company's right to trade. Okay, and they asked a company to stop its fortification. The company was building its fort around around its settlements, so they were asked to stop its fortification. And but the British East India Company, they were not ready to agree the demands of the Bengal Nawabs. They have just refused to pay the taxes. British East India Company, they were not ready to pay the taxes, and they wanted to expand their trade. The British East India Company, the main aim of the British East India Company, they wanted to expand their trade, and they wanted to enlarge their settlement. They wanted to rebuild their fort. Okay, that was the main intention of British East India Company during this time. And during this time, you know, children, Sirajuddaula, he was infuriated by the British East India Company because they were interfering in the political affairs of his kingdom. Okay, so Sirajuddaula was infuriated by the action of British East India Company, and the famous Battle of Plassey, okay, was fought between the British East India Company and Sirajuddaula. Okay, you know, he marched towards the English forts at Kazim Bazar and Calcutta, and he locked the warehouse. He disarmed the British officers, and he blockaded the ships. Okay, he blockaded the
What is the meaning of disarmed?
make them means their arms everything was captured by the British, by the Indian ruler. Okay, by the Nawabs. Disarmed means without any guns or armaments. Okay, so it was all captured by the Nawabs, and he established his control over Calcutta also, over the British fort at Calcutta. So by hearing this news, the English East India Company, they sent an army under the guidance of, or under the commander-in-chief of Robert Clive. Okay, Robert Clive, and Sirajuddaula was defeated in the battle. Okay, so that is Battle of Plassey. Which year it was fought?
1696.
Children, tell me. Which year the Battle of Plassey was fought?
Ma'am, 1757.
Oh yes, 1757. The Battle of Plassey was fought between the Nawab of Bengal, Sirajuddaula, and East India Company. Okay, East India Company under the leadership of Robert Clive. And who was defeated?
Ma'am, Siraj.
Sirajuddaula was defeated in the battle. Okay, then the reason why he was defeated in the battle was Mir Jafar, one of his commander-in-chief. Okay, he never fought in the battle. Why it has happened so?
Ma'am, because Robert Clive said that he can be the
Oh,
Nawab.
yes. Okay, he was promised to become the next Nawab of Bengal. Okay, so the company promised him to make Mir Jafar as the new Nawab of Bengal. So he never fought in the battle. That was the main reason for the failure of, or for the defeat of Sirajuddaula. Okay, so that is very important, children. And also, you know, the Plassey, it is an English version of the name Palashi. Okay, it's a Malayalam name, place name, Palashi. And I mean, not Malayalam, it's an Indian term. Okay, Plassey, it's an English version. Okay, Plassey. Yes. And you know, children, after when Sirajuddaula, when he was defeated, he was being assassinated. What do you mean by assassinated? Killed by the Britishers. Okay, Sirajuddaula was killed, and who became the new Nawab? Mir Jafar. Okay, so after the Battle of Plassey, Sirajuddaula was assassinated, and Mir Jafar, he became the new Nawab of Bengal. And the company, they really need a puppet ruler. Okay, I have told you, a toy in the hands of British East India Company. And the ruler will act, means his actions is controlled by British East India Company. Okay, only the Nawab, they're in name. The really all the major decisions regarding Bengal, it was being taken by the company, okay, by British East India Company. And you know, children, but sometimes these puppet rulers were not even, sometimes they need to be loyal to their subjects. That means the people of Bengal, isn't it, children? So sometimes they were not ready to agree the whole decisions which was taken by the British East India Company. And this was happened here in here also. Mir Jafar, he protested against the decisions of company, okay, British East India Company. So that time he was deposed from his position, and Mir Kazim was installed in that position, or Mir Kazim, he became the new Nawab of Bengal. Is it okay, children? Sirajuddaula was defeated in the battle, and he was assassinated by the Britishers, and Mir Jafar became the new Nawab of Bengal. Okay, but Mir Jafar, when he protested against British East India Company, he was deposed from his position, and who became the new Nawab?
Mir
Kazim. Okay, Mir Kazim became the new Nawab. And when Mir Kazim complained, so all these rulers, they were a puppet. Okay, they became the puppet of British East India Company, but not all time they were not ready to agree with the decisions of British East India Company, and sometimes they just protested against it. So that time the company, there was a famous war was fought between Mir Kazim and British East India Company. Please note it down, children. Battle of Buxar, which was fought in the year 1764. So Sirajuddaula, Battle of Plassey, it was fought among Sirajuddaula and the British East India Company. And here the Battle of Buxar was fought between Mir Kazim and British East India Company in the year 1764. Children, please note it down in the textbook. Page number 12. Sorry, not 12. 14. Third paragraph. So Mir Kazim, when Mir Kazim complained, he in turn was defeated in a battle fought at Buxar in the year 1764, and he was defeated in the battle and he was driven out of Bengal. And after then, who was reinstalled? Mir
Jafar.
Yes, Jafar was reinstalled in his position. So children, Sirajuddaula, then Mir Jafar. Mir Jafar was deposed from his position, and Mir Kazim, he became the new Nawab. But when he complained against the company, a battle, okay, was fought between Mir Kazim and East India Company, the famous Battle of Buxar in the year 1764. And in that battle, Mir Kazim was defeated. Okay, Mir Kazim was defeated, and Mir Jafar was reinstalled as the new Nawab, I mean, as the Nawab of Bengal. And you know, children, so this time, and the company, they wanted more and more money. Okay, they want more money to finance its wars. That means many battles were fought between the local rulers and with East India Company to hold or to trade with these people, and they wanted to expand their trade, and also they want more territories under their control to extract taxes or to collect revenue. So these were the demands of the British East India Company, because they need more and more money to finance their war, to finance their trade, and also they want more territories to collect revenue. So this was unjustful to the people of India. So the Nawabs, okay, they were not ready to tolerate it anymore. And during this time in 1765, Mir Jafar died. Okay, so the mood of the company, it has been changed. That means that till that time, they were really looking for a puppet rulers. Okay, they do not want to control directly. Okay, they do not want to control a direct control over the Indian territories. Okay, still that time. So they were, the Nawabs were there. They were really ruling the territory, and they were just making these people to be work or to be act according to the wish of the British East India Company. But when Mir Jafar, when he died in 1765, the company, they no longer needed a puppet ruler. They themselves, okay, so Robert Clive declared that we must indeed become Nawabs ourselves. What do you mean by this sentence? Can you tell me?
Like we can be also the rulers of this.
Yes. Okay, the company, they themselves want to become the ruler. Okay, till that time, they were looking forward for, or they were really doing what? They made many rulers as their puppet. Okay, but after when Mir Jafar, when he was died in 1765, the company, they wanted to become the Nawabs. Okay, they themselves want to become the Nawabs of Bengal. Okay, that means they do want to control, or they control Bengal directly. Okay, there should be no ruler and no Nawabs, okay, to control that territories. Okay, so after when Mir Jafar, when he died in 1765, Clive declared that we must, that means the British East India Company, they became the Nawabs ourselves, that means themselves. Okay, they themselves want to become the Nawabs of Bengal. And underline the sentence in the textbook, children. Finally, in 1765, the Mughal emperor appointed the company as the Diwan of the province of Bengal. So they were compelling, so they were persuading the Bengal Nawabs to pay more and more money. And you know, children, this Mir Jafar, he needed to pay 5 lakh rupees every month to the British East India Company as taxes. Okay, that means, you know, after when Mir Qasim was defeated in the Battle of Buxar, Mir Jafar was reinstalled in his position. So the company, they demanded more and more money from the Bengal Nawabs. And Mir Jafar, he wants to pay 5 lakh rupees every month to the British East India Company. Okay, as taxes. And if they fail to pay this amount, you know, they means most of these Nawabs, they need to face serious actions against which was taken by the British East India Company. Okay, so that was the situation. So this British East India Company, they were greedy people. They were demanding more and more money from the Indian rulers. And here they have got the permission to collect the taxes. Diwani means that the tax collecting department. So in the year 1765, the Mughal government, underline children, Mughal emperor appointed the British East India Company as the Diwan of Bengal. Diwani means that tax collecting department. During that time, it was the name. Okay, Diwani. So they have got the right to collect taxes from the people or from Bengal. There was no intermediaries. Okay, Samintas. We know the Samintas, they were the intermediaries to collect the taxes from the people. So in the year 1765, the company has got the right to collect taxes from the people of Bengal. Diwani. It is very important, children. Please mark it. So 1765, the Mughal emperor appointed the company as the Diwan of the province of Bengal. The Diwani allowed the company to use the vast resources of Bengal, revenue resources of Bengal. That means that they can collect as much as money they wish. Okay, they were collecting huge taxes, okay, from the people. So, you know, children, till that time, they were importing gold coins. Okay, they were importing coins to trade with the Indian people. But after the Battle of Plassey and Buxar, you know, children, they have got enough money from India itself. They were collecting money as taxes. So, do they need to import money from Britain? No, okay. They can trade. They can carry on the trade with the money they were collecting from India as taxes. Is it fair, children?
No, ma'am.
No, okay, because they were extracting taxes from the Indian people. They were very strong. They do had many weapons with them. They were very strong. And also the Indian rulers, there was no unity among the Indian people. Some of these officials were corrupted ones, and they just cheated even the Indians. Okay, they cheated themselves. Okay, so the British East India Company, they were very strong and powerful. Even the Indian rulers, some of the, like Bengal Nawabs, some of them resisted against this East India Company, but no use, because they were very strong. And also they were started to collect taxes, and they also compelled Indian rulers to pay more and more money as tax. Okay, so they were not, they can carry on the trade without the support of Britain. That means that they were still, till that time, they were importing gold and silver coins from Britain to finance the trade. Okay, but after the Battle of Buxar and Plassey, you know, the revenue, they have got more chances to collect revenue from the Indian territories. So they were, okay, so they can easily finance with the tax which they were collected from India itself. Okay, they could finance the trade without the help of the import of gold and silver coins. They can easily, they can handle all their trade with the money they have collected from India as tax. Okay, so the import of gold and silver coin, it was stopped. because they do not want that money. They can easily trade with the money or with the tax which they were collected from India. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Then children, about the company officials become nabobs. Okay, what do you mean by nabobs? Nabobs, it's an English version of nawabs. Okay, children, the company officials become nabobs means that they were collecting huge taxes from the people, and also the trade was expanded, it was flourished, and these people, they led a luxurious life here. Okay, so they were dreaming. Okay, these company officials, they dreamt about a life, about their luxurious life. And Robert Clive, he was only 18 years old when he came to Chennai in the year 1743. And when he left from India in the year 1767, and his Indian money, okay, his Indian amount, it's it's about 4 lakh pounds. Okay, that means he amassed a fortune in India. That means, children, so the British East India Company, they just wanted to know about it, because many of the British officials, those who were here, they have collected, or they have collected a huge amount as taxes, and they all become rich. Okay, and Robert Clive, he was asked to remove the corruption in company administration, but he himself was corrupted. And just note this, children, and he was appointed as the governor of Bengal in the year 1764. That is important. So Robert Clive, he was only 18 years old when he came to India, and when he left, he was very rich. Okay, and he was appointed as the governor of Bengal in the year 1764, and he was asked to remove corruption, and he was himself cross-examined by the British East India Company. And even though, okay, he was acquitted, he committed suicide in 1774. Because of his wealth, the British East India Company, they just cross-examined him. Okay, and he committed suicide in 1774. That's not important. Only this point it is important, children. The East India Company appointed Robert Clive as the governor of Bengal in the year 1764. But not all the British officials were corrupted and dishonest. Okay.
Ma'am,
Some
did
of the
Robert
Clive.
Robert Clive suicide?
Yes.
Why, ma'am? Because why?
Because he found guilty. He corrupted, and he he was a corrupted person. He cheated even the British East India Company. Okay. And children, not all the British officials were not corrupted. Some of them were good, and so they came here just to trade, and they wanted to return to their homeland and to live a life with their family there. Okay, but many of them were died, and many of them were fought in the battle, and many of them were died in the battle. Okay, so we cannot blame all English or British people as well. Okay, so this is about the initial stages. That means the company, they have just started their trade in Bengal, and soon after they took over the control over the Indian territories. Okay, step by step, they have made many plans. Okay, many plans to control the Indian territories. Okay, because at first they were reluctant to hold their power. They just want a puppet ruler who would willingly give all concessions to them. They can easily trade, they can carry on the trade without any problem. Okay, and also they wanted to collect taxes to meet their expenses. To meet their expenses, they wanted to collect the taxes from the people. They want more and more money. They wanted to flourish their trade. That was the intention of the British East India Company. But soon they have got control over the Indian territories, and they themselves acted as nabobs. Okay, they do control or direct control over the Indian territory. So the Bengal Nawabs, they were not ready. They were very powerful and they were not ready to tolerate all this. They demanded huge taxes, revenue, okay, and asked the company to stop its fortification. But the company was not ready, and Sirajuddaula was assassinated. Mir Kazim, okay, he was deposed from his position. Battle of Buxar was fought between these two people, and Mir Jafar was reinstalled. But Mir Jafar, when he died, the company, they just changed their mood and they took direct control over the Indian territories. Okay, so next class we will study about many of their plans. That means they at first